We are going through some extreme changes. They are profound, they are overwhelming, they are a little bit more than we bargained for, perhaps. We have our Two of Pentacles, we have our Death card, and we also have our Queen of Cups, which signifies how critical it is for us to take time to nurture ourselves, to get back to that queen state, to bring that energy of elevation back, to focus on the healing, the nurturing, the necessary time to recover from this change. So you might have to tuck away, you might have to go off grid, you might have to shut down some social media. You're not going to be into socializing in the way that maybe you have been in the past. If this resonates, I want you to go ahead and drop the angel number that you've been seeing the most in the comments. Let me know if these changes are scary, but they're what you asked for. Because that's the energy that I'm feeling right now, that there has been some significant release of things that you wanted, that you thought you wanted, things that you were comfortable with, things that felt like they were okay. But in the back of your mind, in the deep recesses of your heart, you really did want change. You really wanted something more. You wanted to be able to push yourself out of that comfort zone, but you were afraid to take the action to do that. So this Death card comes to the end of that cycle and presents us with the opportunity now with this Two of Pentacles to say yes to change. So when this opportunity comes to you, you're going to have a choice to make. And the Queen of Cups is going to grab a hold of that yes change, and she's going to run with it. Now she needs to take, and she knows she needs to take as much time as possible to recover and to prepare herself for all these changes. She knows that it's going to take some adjustment. She knows it's a profound amount of adjustment. She might be moving. She might be starting a whole new career. She might be completely leaving a relationship that she was comfortable in and going single for a while. She might actually be starting a new relationship at some point. But what's going to happen is these things are going to be so different that it is going to take a period of being patient and compassionate and loving with the self to be prepared, to be able to adapt to all of these things. Now, she's so adaptable, she's so willing. It's just going to be a lot. So go ahead and take care of yourself, love yourself through the process, be patient with yourself. You're doing a great job, and you asked for this. Beautiful, vibrant souls, this message for the collective from Spirit is reminding us how powerful our thoughts are, how absolutely magical our minds and our feelings have become. We have to be very cautious and very aware of the types of things that we're thinking about. Because without us even realizing it, we are forcing change and we are putting messages out into the universe that we would like things to be different. And if we do not create a plan, if we do not uncover what type of a life that we like, lay it out in detail, what we're going to find is that we're spending a lot of time kind of confused and flustered. I want you to go ahead and accept and receive this message with gratitude in the comments. Spirit, with our crow spirit and our spider spirit, we are co-creating with Spirit. We are making our dreams reality. What is the life that you have always dreamed of that you have been afraid to ask for? What is that life? What things have you been seeing? Have you been hoping? Have you been wanting, but you have been too afraid to ask for? Because Spirit is telling you right now that if you create that vision in detail, if you lay that vision out, if you get really, really into how beautiful and vivid that life can be, if you create a pattern of feelings, of experiences that align with what it is that you want, we can't just say, I want a new apartment. Where is this apartment going to be? What kind of job do you have? What do you do in this apartment? Is it a place of peace and solitude, or is it a place where you entertain people? Are you looking for a home with a great big yard so that you can host get-togethers with all your friends and family? Are you looking for the type of job that gives you freedom to travel and explore and meet new people? Or do you like the consistency and the stability of the office place that gives you the kind of camaraderie and support that is something that feels good and stable to you? Get in touch with your feelings. Get very detailed about all of the things that go in alignment with this life that you desire. All of the things, all of the aspects of life, and lay them out. Find some pictures of them. Pick out the car that you want. Pick out the neighborhood that you want to live in. Pick out what your house looks like. Think about what your job looks like. Do you work in an office? Do you work on the road? Do you have a flight schedule that's people would be terrified of, but you enjoy it? Get in detail and co-create your life with spirit. There is a strong message here for the collective from spirit. Now, this will not resonate with everyone. This is for those who are going through a healing process. I want you to go ahead and claim this message if it resonates for you. You have been using some coping mechanisms to try to deal with the things that make you unhappy. You have been led to a place where these things have become your habit, where these band-aids are being used to escape your reality because you're unhappy. But spirit has been guiding you this entire time. Spirit has been calling you to the places you need to be called to. Spirit is asking you to trust spirit, to trust God, where you're being led to, regardless of how that pans out. Now, if you can't let go of that on your own, then you go ahead and get some help, because it's where you're being led to. And if you can let it go on your own and you get some time to yourself, you're going to sit and meditate with that. You're going to sit and think about what it is that spirit is calling you to do. Is spirit calling you to the library? Is spirit calling you to the gym? Is spirit calling you to a new town? Is spirit calling you to a new friend group? Is spirit telling you that your job is not going to be sustainable? Is spirit telling you that the people that you live with are going to continue to cause you to feel this way? Is spirit telling you that the relationship you're in is destroying you? Think about what spirit is telling you. I'm getting so many different messages that there are people that are using these other methods of coping to deal with this life that they no longer desire because they're afraid of what's next. But spirit is also asking us and calling us to trust the process, to trust what we are being drawn to. It doesn't need to make sense right now. You don't have to explain it to anybody. You just have to say, I don't want this for my life anymore, and that is enough. I want something different for myself because that is what I want, and that is enough. I don't need to explain any further. I don't need to ask for permission. I am an adult. I am a grown person, and I need to do what is right for me. And at some point, I know that I'm going to look back and I'm going to be so grateful that I made those sacrifices and that I chose me first and I prioritized myself and I did what I needed to do. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying to take those first steps. But I assure you that once you do, once you get in, moving in sync with that alignment that spirit is calling you towards, you're going to feel like a completely different person. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. I am always grateful to be a part of yours. Many blessings to you.